Hello YouTube, welcome back to the tour in Goldsboro, North Carolina for this Axis and Allies Anniversary Edition 1941 version game between Cpt Jack and Pvt Joe as the Axis and LT as the Allies. We're in round two, so this is Italy's round two. For their purchases, they will be they will be producing one armor division for 5 and one bomber for 12. They'll have one IPC to roll over for the next round. So there's going to be 3 combat movements, 2 of them actually with battles. The first one is going to be, we have got a fighter from Italy traveling 1, 2, 3 spaces down to Egypt with 1 movement left in its fuel gauge. And we'll have 1 infantry and 1 armor division from Libya coming into Egypt with that fighter. So we'll roll that one next. Okay, so for the Italian fighter, we're going to have 1 blue die. For the tank, we'll have 1 blue die. And for the infantry, 1 black dice. Here's the roll for the Italian attack. And we got 1 hit. So that will take care of the tank division or armor division of the UK. He will get 1 opportunity to fire back. And he hits. So an infantry division for Italy will be lost for that battle. So Egypt now controls the 2 IPCs in Egypt. And we'll make that adjustment right now on the IPC board. We've got Italy, the Italian marker going up 2 to 12, and the UK marker going down 2 to 34. Okay, so for the next combat move, we've got a transport from Italy bringing 1 infantry and 1 armor division to Gibraltar. So we'll move that target marker out of there. So now Italy occupies the land of Gibraltar. And the last combat move, we've got another transport from Italy bringing a artillery and infantry unit to Morocco, Algeria. But we've also got 1 battleship and 1 cruiser that's also coming from Sea Zone 14 or off the coast of Italy. So they'll be able to do a bombardment with this move, since we've got 2 land units coming ashore attacking 1 American artillery unit. So we'll go to the battle board for this. Okay, so we'll roll 1 red die for the battleship, 1 blue die for the cruiser for the bombardment for Morocco, Algeria. And the battleship hit. So the American artillery unit has been destroyed, but that unit does get to fire back with 1 green die, and it misses. So this infantry and artillery division remain in Morocco, Algeria. The American artillery division has been defeated. This target marker will be removed. We'll now go to the battle board here. That IPC will go back to Germany. So they'll move up to 32, and the US will move down to 39. So now Italy controls the Strait of Gibraltar. So no Allied ships can pass through there without owning or taking over, overwhelming the land of Gibraltar. So we'll be back with our non-combat. So for our non-combat moves, this fighter that supported the battle in Egypt will now move 1 space back to Libya. This cruiser in Sea Zone 14 will move into Sea Zone 13 with the rest of that fleet that attacked Morocco, Algeria. And we've got that notated on the board with our Italian space marker and our Italian task force here, since it's kind of getting jammed up here in the mid. We kind of like that when we're Italy. So that is the last of the non-combat movements for Italy. So for our place units phase, we're going to put our tank division down in Italy, and we're also going to put our Italian bomber in Italy. the only place they actually have a factory. So, and as far as the income collection portion, Italy is now sitting on 12. So they're going to collect 12 IPCs. So there's the 12. They have one left over that they didn't spend, so there's 13. And as far as their national objectives go, Italy has now achieved both national objectives, I believe. The Axis control Italy, the Balkans, Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and there's no enemy surface warships in the Med. And Axis also control at least 3 of Egypt, Transjordan, France, or Gibraltar. They don't control Transjordan yet, but they do control Egypt, France, and Gibraltar. So there'll be a 10 IPC bonus for Italy. Okay, so just to summarize the Italy placement of their pieces, we have 1 infantry division and armor division in Gibraltar. We have 1 artillery and 1 infantry division in Morocco, Algeria. We have 1 fighter in Libya. We have 1 armor or tank division in Egypt. We've got 1 armor division in Italy and 1 bomber in Italy. So that concludes the Italian round, or the I2 turn for this game. Next up will be LT doing the American and Chinese moves. So from the turret in Goldsboro, North Carolina, Captain Jack and Pvt Joe, over and out.